second. Let me adjust this a little bit. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. All right. So these are just going to be advice type readings. They're not going to be in depth or very long. I'm doing what's called the Lightworker Illumination spread. I think that's what it's called. And I'm using my Lightseers Tarot. I got that spread from the book from that. This is kind of advice. I want to see what kind of advice the universe has for you guys, and then I will conclude with a cosmic dancer oracle for more advice, additional advice from the universe. Let's see what we have for Aries. Let's get the Lightworkers Illumination Tarot out for Aries. Where is Aries at right now? Where is Aries at right now? Where is Aries at right now? You guys, I have like the thicker ones, like the first set that came out. I do want to get like the thinner ones because these are like really hard to shuffle. But anyways, let's see. I remember when like everybody wanted these back in 2020 or 2021. Anyways, all right, let's see what Aries has. What energy are they in right now? Two of Pentacles. All right, let's see what's in the shadow position. King of Pentacles. And then the Lightworkers position up above, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are at a crossroads right now. You have like a choice to make here. But I feel like you're trying to be more practical here with this King of Pentacles down below. This is in the shadow position. You're trying to be more, I feel like more practical about your decision. But I feel like the universe is telling you to take this opportunity here with this Ace of Pentacles. You guys will know what that is when it pops up. This is current energies. You guys have a decision to make here. Try not to be too practical about it. That's what the universe is saying here. This could be, some of you guys, not all of you, somebody might be pregnant or somebody's about to be a father. You or somebody you guys know. All right. And that was just a side note because the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, I feel like that's like father. This is giving like father energy, you guys. And then the Ace of Pentacles, that's like planting a seed, you know, pregnancy, you know, coming to life, the seed coming to life because there's like roots growing out of it. All right. Anyways, you guys, let's get your Cosmic Dancer Oracle. Let's get these messages out. All right. What advice does Aries have? Ooh, number 9, offer. And you guys, by the way, this is the image that's on the top of the cards, all of them. Okay, yeah, there's some kind of offer, you guys. The universe is telling you not to be too practical about it or not to worry that it won't work out or something. I feel like some of you are trying to be more practical, but this is not the time when this offer comes in, you guys. Whenever this Ace of Pentacles comes in. You guys will know what this is. It's some kind of stable offer. But I feel like you guys might feel like you're okay or you don't need this. It could be an extra job or something like that, something of that sort. It could be, or even like if this is about love, it could be any situation, you guys. There's definitely some kind of offer coming in. Anyways, number 9, offer. You have the opportunity to live each day as an offering, to hand over your efforts to and the results to the divine presence, also known as God, Goddess, all that is. When you do so, you will never feel drained, burned out, overwhelmed, or uninspired. Instead, divine energy will fill you and you will experience great joy and success in all that you do. This life is a temple. It is the sacred space where spirit meets form and form is enlivened with spirit. You are now called to fully inhabit the temple of life. This means choosing to live with sacred awareness during every moment of every day. Offer all your actions, thoughts, endeavors, and everyday moments to the divine and become a priest, priestess, and devotee of life itself. Every single thing you do takes energy. When you consciously direct this energy toward a specific journey, it said frequency, not journey, but maybe journey. Frequency, deity, desire, or cause, you are weaving magic. You are seeing the value in your efforts and passionately offering them to the planet and the entire unified field. You are serving as an open channel of divinity and amplifying the energy field of a higher power. I feel like some of you guys, the universe might be saying that you can balance this out, even if, like, you might feel like you have a lot on your plate, but I feel like if there's something else coming in, I feel like the universe is telling you to allow it in. All right. Anyways, this act of constant communion will foster feelings of profound connection, inspiration, and protection. This is what it means to live in a meaningful way. Whether you're dancing, cleaning, cooking, spending time with loved ones, or doing anything else, the entirety of your experience can be an offering to Spirit. Take a moment to consciously offer up your efforts to the divine and elevate all that you do by flooding it with the pure and infinite light of love. Rise above ego in all your endeavors and relationships. Go beyond the illusion of separation and the pettiness of human struggles and stories. Realize that all people are facets of the divine, including you. Devote yourself to what is real, and waves of peace and healing will follow in your wake. What you focus on expands. When you place your attention on the divine in all, divine consciousness becomes activated, amplified, and actualized in the world of form. That's what I have for you guys, Aries. Let's see what we have for Taurus. Let's move on to Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? All right. What energy is Taurus in right now? We have the Nine of Pentacles. In your shadow work, we have the Knight of Wands. And the light workers, illumination, you have the Seven of Cups. Okay, Taurus, I feel like right now you guys are, how do I say this? You're happy with where you're at right now. I feel like you guys are kind of focused on yourselves, being independent, and making sure your finances are in order here. Down below in the shadow side, we have the Knight of Wands. I feel like the universe is saying that your shadow here is kind of being in and out and not really committing your energy to something. Like, I feel like you guys might be kind of all over the place. You could be confused, not knowing what to do or what to choose. You guys might start on some kind of project and, like, you know, suddenly decide that you don't want to do it anymore or something like that here. In your light worker's position, what you could do to fix this is the Seven of Cups. I feel like the universe is telling you to kind of like choose a path instead of being in this Knight of Wands energy that's in the shadow. This Nine of Pentacles, I feel like this is fine. You know, like this is in the situation you're in. You know, that's okay. If you guys aren't, you know, wanting to like move or make new connections or something like that, but Uranus is in your sign right now, there could be a lot of shakeups going on in your lives. And just unexpected, you know, events or feelings could arise, things like that. I feel like this is what this is about. But I feel like the universe is telling you to also, like, you know, kind of try to choose something and, you know, choose one direction or one thing or something here. Instead of being in the Knight of Wands energy. Alright, you guys, let's see what we have for advice from the Cosmic Dancer Oracle. What do we have for advice for Taurus? What do we have for advice? 39, slow down. Yeah, the universe is telling you not to be in this Knight of Wands energy, you guys. You know, like, I feel like you're also being told to take a step back and kind of assess everything, to make a choice, or to know where to put your emotions or your energy, what to put your energy towards. All right, anyways. All right, Taurus, let's see what your advice is. 39, slow down. Adopt a slower pace and be open to the receptive realm of beauty and magic. The fulfillment you seek through external striving is waiting to be discovered within, where your heart's wisdom and divine connection await. Approaching life in a less hurried manner allows you to enjoy your everyday moments more fully, connect with your loved ones more deeply, and express your unique genius with greater mastery and style. It also prevents burnout and exhaustion. In physical disciplines such as yoga and dance, rushing through your moves diminishes the power of your practice. Adopting a more leisurely tempo in every part of your life will amplify your energy, clarity, and effectiveness. Your diligence can serve as a sturdy anchor in the tumultuous tides of life. The time is right to mitigate potential sloppiness, excess, or fatigue by distributing your effort in a clean, clear, deliberate, and precise way. Remember that life is what you do every second of every day. It is not a race to something else. Release attachment to the end goal and find present moment joy in every project or undertaking that comes your way. Whether you're rehearsing on the stage, performing on the stage, or sweeping the stage. Going slowly will ensure that you build a solid foundation for all that you want to create and manifest. Just as learning to play a new musical instrument requires painstaking and methodical steps, you must take the necessary time to internalize all that you learn along the way. Once you achieve ground level proficiency, your efforts will naturally gain in speed and complexity. Why push yourself beyond your capacity when you can open to the eternal realm of relaxed enjoyment and ease? Relax, dear one, and be at home in the world. You have no competition, for there is no other like you. Therefore, your dance of destiny is unique, and your gifts are things that only you can share. Give yourself plenty of time to be perfect and polish your offerings. Expand into a sense of abiding calm and enjoy every single step along the way. All right, that's what I have for Taurus. Let's move on to Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? All right, what energy is Gemini in? We have the Star. I want to see what else comes out. Let's see what's in the shadow. We have the Magician. Alright, let's see what's the light worker card, the illumination card. We have justice. I feel like there's something that definitely needs balance and healing here. And there's something you're wishing for here with the star card. But with the, this is your card, by the way, you guys, Gemini. The Magician down below, this is in the shadow position. This is what you need to, I guess, like, you know, kind of try to move away from, or stop, you know, like, I'm not, like, I feel like it's not saying not to be yourself, but there's, like, something that isn't fair about some kind of wish or something. I feel like you need to see things from both sides of this, whatever this is. Because the Justice card is in the Light Series position, I feel like you guys, some of you, and don't get mad at me about this, you guys, some of you may be manipulating something or someone or a situation to get what you guys want. And I feel like the universe is telling you to be honest with yourself. You know, with this being in the Light Series position, about whatever this wish is or something. Some of you might have lost something and you guys could be wishing for it back or something like that here. That's for some of you guys, not all of you. And I feel like you're trying and it's just not happening for some of you guys out there, because I feel like the universe is like, you know, focus on, you know, what was fair, what was just here. That's what the universe is telling you guys to do here. Alright, that's the reading person. Let's get advice for Gemini. What do we have for advice? What do we have for advice? She's got like a string on this star, you guys. Like she won't let it go or something here. You know, right now during Pisces season, and also with what's going on in astrology, it's a good time to like let go of the things that are meant to fall away from your life. And you guys, I know that's not easy. Like, we're all going through that right now and somewhere in our lives. But anyways, let's get your advice. You know, if it's, what is that saying? If you love them, let them go or something like that. You know, I don't know. It's something like that. I don't know. I feel like you should try to see things from their perspective. Alright, 30, be ecstatic. Okay, let me show you guys that. At this very moment, you are encompassed in beauty. Sumptuous delights are being broadcast to all of your senses, including your sixth sense, which is the source of your spiritual awareness and intuitive knowing. All this bliss merely awaits your attention and receptivity. Liberate your energy now by reveling in the constant flow of pleasures that comprise this glorious earthly experience. Dissolve into this colorful, pulsating world of luminous beauty and become one with it. Let it be the music that arouses and energizes the dance of your life. Let go, dance wildly, and feverishly enjoy the wild succulence of being in your physical body. There is no need to postpone enjoyment until some external goal is realized or condition is met. Being alive is enough. You are here in this scintillating world in a multi-sensory physical body capable of enjoying all the pleasures that life offers. Doors of opportunities and blessings will fly open when you allow yourself to be intoxicated by the fragrance of a flower. I feel like you shouldn't focus on what you may have lost here, because in the star, that could be somebody that's after the tower. So it could have been somebody who lost something here. And I feel like the universe is just telling you to, like, I guess, enjoy what you do have in your lives, you guys. A lot of things are being ripped from people's lives, like, right now. And I mean, it's not fun. We're all going through this. Anyways, okay. Doors of opportunities and blessings will fly open when you allow yourself to be intoxicated by the fragrance of a flower, swept away by the splendor of a sunset, magically moved by a musical piece, or deliriously delighted by a delicious dessert. That was a lot of D's. Alright, anyways, if divine beauty currently seems out of reach, ask yourself if you've disconnected from your body or closed off your heart out of fear, worry, or woundedness. Of course, being radically open can feel vulnerable, but you miss out on so much when you shut down and numb out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know why, but well, justice is here, but for some reason Libra came into my head. So there might be something significant about a Libra for some of you guys out there. Okay, anyway, when you consciously relax, reconnect, and reattune, you will discover your senses are a gateway to the divine. Ecstatic openness is an aspect of erotic empowerment. It allows you to feel, respond to, and embody erotic energy in a way that includes your sexuality, but is not limited to it. Embodying the fullness of your pleasure is a prerequisite to stepping into your power. This means owning who you are without apology and with unwavering self-esteem, self-love, and self-respect. Alright, that's what I have for you guys, Gemini. Let's move on to Cancer. By the way, that was all major arcana cards. Alright, let's see what we have for Cancer. Let's see what we have for Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? We have the King of Swords. Let's see what's in the shadow. We have the Chariot. Wow, you guys. Gemini got their power card in the shadow too. So, like, I feel like the universe is kind of like asking everybody not to, like, embody, like, the shadow side of their sign. And if you guys don't know what that is, I can give you guys a few examples. Like, the shadow side of Cancer could be like being emotionally manipulative. I don't know. I would look it up, you guys. Like, I know mostly the good aspects of all the signs. But anyway, we have the Three of Cups and the Six of Cups in your illuminating light worker position. You guys might have some kind of reunion here, or there might need to be a reunion of some kind, or making peace with something from the past, possibly healing something from the past. The universe is asking you to do that in the light worker's position. In the current position here, we have the King of Swords. I feel like in this one, he's like hesitant to talk. He's kind of like, being standoffish or something here. We have the Chariot down below. Some of you guys might be in the shadow position. You guys might be tempted, to move away from this before making peace with the past. Some of you guys might be kind of trying to close something out without making peace, but I feel like the universe is asking you to Three of Cups, Six of Cups, make peace with the past. Maybe even getting together with maybe old friends from the past, or family members. This could be about family for some of you guys. Make peace with family members, even if, you can't keep them in your life, just, be like, try to move forward with forgiveness in your heart instead of running away from it and being cold and not talking about it, closing yourself off. I feel like that's what you guys are doing in this situation, in the universe is asking you to open up, to make peace with it. Or try to look back at the good memories rather than, look back on the good times. But just keep moving forward, though. I feel like this is something you've decided not to turn back to. All right, let's get your advice. That's what I have for you, Cancer. That was pretty straightforward. Let's get your advice, Cancer. Number 20, honor the lineage. This definitely could be about family, you guys. About childhood or something. I feel like you're holding on to resentment, you guys. This King of Swords, look at him. But whatever this was, it taught you a major lesson and it's wizened you. I feel like beyond your years. All right, you guys. Anyway, it may not have been an easy lesson, for the universe to try to ask you to make peace with it and forgive moving forward. It might have been something that was difficult from childhood. All right, number 20, honor the lineage. Wisdom and experience are repeatedly passed down from one soul to another. They unite in a living stream of energy that transcends time and space. When we receive such energy from our ancestors, teachers, or predecessors, it's known as Sanskrit in Guru Shishya Parampara, an unbroken chain. I don't know if I'm reading these right, you guys, by the way. There's a lot of Hindu and Hinduism and Buddhism in this book, or in this oracle deck, which I really love about it, but I don't think I'm pronouncing some of these words right. Anyway, it is time for you to access this sacred stream of energy by connecting with your lineage. Once you do this, you will realize that you have never actually been an I. You are a vital part of a powerful and transcendent we. Look deeply at the ways your predecessors may be able to support you with your inquiry. They want to do so and are merely awaiting your attention and request. For example, if you're asking about a partnership, perhaps the spirit of a deceased grandparent would like to help you harmonize your relationship patterns. Or if you're embarking on a new course of study, you might consider learning about the teachers of your teacher and even the teachers of those teachers and the countless generations of teachers who came before. Where did they live? To what customs and traditions did they adhere? What expressions of wisdom did they impart? Even if you were not raised by your birth family or are unclear about the origins of your discipline or practice, you can set the intention to connect with the vast body of wisdom and support that is a gift from the many helpful beings of the past that now dwell in the spirit realm. Some of you, if this isn't about a family situation or something from the past, I feel like some of you could just be connecting to, your ancestors, opening up your hearts to it with this Three of Cups. Three is about expansion and growth, and creativity. All right, anyways, you guys, connect with them by regularly calling on them and trusting your intuition, or connect with them more formally through prayer, ritual, or meditation. You might make an altar to honor the wisdom of your lineage and tend to it. Wait, hold on. Did I skip? I think I skipped a major part. Okay. Sorry. What expressions of wisdom did they impart? Even if you were not raised by your birth family or are unclear about the origins of your discipline or practice, you can set the intention to connect with the vast body of wisdom and support that is a gift from the many helpful beings of the past that now dwell in the spirit realm. Connect with them regularly by calling on them and trusting your intuition, or connect with them more formally through prayer, ritual, or meditation. You might make an altar to honor the wisdom of your lineage and tend to it regularly with things like candles, incense, and simple offerings of flowers and fruit. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you guys. Let's move on to Leo. What do you have for Leo? Oops. What do we have for Leo? We have the Five of Pentacles in the current situation. They might be feeling lack, or maybe feeling left behind. Down below we have the Five of Swords in the shadow. This could be negative self-talk. You guys could be going through major changes. Definitely, you guys, this flew out as I was saying it, basically, or it just kind of flipped out. I didn't even start flipping through and it just flopped over. Okay, the Tower. There's something that you guys need to allow to fall away from your lives here. Some of you might be resisting it. With this Five of Swords below, this is in the shadow energy. Some of you could be overthinking. Also, try not to, I feel like if with this Tower, the universe, this is like advice from the universe or what you should do. I feel like the universe is saying, like, if some kind of surprising situation comes up, or somebody comes at you, or like there's some, like something that tries to stir you up, I feel like with this being in the shadow of the Five of Swords, I feel like it's telling you not to be argumentative, I think, or, feed into the situation if drama is coming at you guys here. Also, like I said, with this Five of Pentacles in the current energy, I feel like you guys are, the key is right here. Look, like, okay, you guys might be feeling like this right now. There's a key here for this door. But, like, this girl's not, like, paying attention to that. And she's like, I feel like choosing to be in that energy. You guys, sometimes things appear worse than they actually are. And I've been going through that lately, like, I don't know. Sometimes things can change from minute to minute, day to day, hour to hour, month to month, year to year. This definitely could be some kind of surprise, you guys. And I feel like the universe is telling you to kind of go with it and transform with it, go through this change, because this is about change. There's 2 5s, that's about change. 5 is about changes. And also it's like about I was thinking about the 5th house, and I think it's like about children or your father or something like that. I can't remember. And also we're the 5th sign, so that's significant as well, I feel like. Definitely look up the vibration of 5 or angel number 55, because you got 2 5s here. There's definitely changes coming up, you guys. And it's going to be quick. Try not to lose your temper. 5 of Swords below. This is in the shadow, like what we need to avoid. What we need to embrace or work on or accept is the Tower. So that's what I have for you guys, Leo. Let's get the advice for my Cosmic Dancer oracle. I feel like this could be unexpected. Definitely. Or maybe some kind of force change, like anywhere in your physical lives. Work, probably, like for a lot of you guys, could be that. Alright, let's get advice for Leo. What do we have for advice? 33, fine-tune. Look up master number 33 too, you guys. Fine-tune. Number 33, master number 33 is the master teacher. I would definitely look that up. There might be additional messages for you guys there. Also, the vibration of number 5. Let me show you guys that again. Being in tune is being in absolute alignment with divine source energy. As an alive and dynamic being, fine-tuning is a lifelong process. Throughout your journey, you will be called to come into greater and greater levels of balance, mastery, and joy. Like a concert cellist is awake to the tiniest adjustments required to play the most harmonious sound. I feel like some of you might have self-limiting beliefs too. And I feel like the universe is like gonna show you that you're not stuck in that energy forever, you guys. Alright, anyway, you must initiate the loving shifts that will allow you to come into greater resonance with the most authentic and melodious expression of you. With absolute love, take an honest look at yourself and your life to discover what may be out of alignment. Without judging or berating yourself, become acutely aware of how you are spending your time, fueling your body, inspiring your mind, and nourishing your spirit. Do your words, actions, habits, relationships, and activities fully support your highest hopes, your spiritual values, and your regular connection with God, Goddess, all that is, the universe, whatever, whatever you guys call it, it's the same thing. Anyway, that's what I think. Anyway, I believe that everything is connected. And like even in Christianity, there's signs of Hinduism and Buddhism. There's the Om in the music. Like in, I grew up an Orthodox Christian, and there's the Om in the music. They do the really low chanting, and that's the Om. Like it's all connected. But anyway, have you been aligning with the purity and truth of your divine essence and source, which is ultimately the highest and most harmonious vibration of love? Or is it possible that you've been aligning with something else, such as fear, worldly ambition, or low self-worth? Definitely, I see that here. Remember that your life is perfectly unfolding, and you have drawn this card as a loving nudge at precisely the right time. All that you have learned and mastered up to this point supports you in your journey of continued expansion, and none of this Expansion would be possible without mistakes or missteps, which are immensely valuable for your soul's evolution. Still, it can be uncomfortable to purify and release the things that keep us out of tune, particularly when they involve addictions to substances or behaviors such as codependency in relationship with others. Release all that no longer serves you and have compassion and patience with yourself during the process of upgrading your life and raising your vibration. Hold the clear inner vision of standing in foreign self-loving integrity, and you will not fail to become a pure channel through which divine wisdom and beauty will flow. All right, Leo, that's what I have for you guys. Let's move on to Virgo. And then I will stop the readings and I'll come back and then do the other 6 signs after Virgo. All right, let's see what we have for Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? We have the 5 of Swords in your current energy. In the shadow, we have the Fool. All right. The light worker position, we have the Empress. What you need to do in this situation. Look at how this guy is in the 5 of Swords. Leo just got this in the shadow position too. I feel like there could be self-limiting beliefs or conflict. This could be internal conflict too, or like mental. Because down below in the shadow position, we have the Fool. I feel like the universe is telling you to kind of move away from that energy. Try not to take too big of risks. I feel like you guys might be conflicted about that. You guys might be wanting to take a risk, but in this case, with the Fool being in that position, it could be something foolish or something made too hastily, because the universe wants you to embody this Empress energy here, you know, like just be nurture. I feel like nurture yourselves. Also nurture something that you've already started to grow. Some of you might want to change how something is done or something like that, and I feel like the universe is like, be careful, that's kind of risky, you know. Stay in this Empress energy. That's what you're being told to do instead. I feel like it's telling you to kind of stay right where you're at and just wait for something to grow. Something is growing, but you guys really want to see that change. But I feel like the universe is like, it's coming in, you guys. I've been seeing a lot of abundance for you guys. If you guys haven't started to see it yet, you guys will. But anyways, you guys, let's see. And I feel like the universe is telling you to be more practical as well, instead of, what do I want to say? I feel like think things through, you know. Make sure you're looking at the fine print or whatever here to avoid mistakes. All right, let's get the advice for Virgo. What do we have for advice? $25. Be authentic. Let me show you guys that real quick again. Clearly and decisively make your own choice. Speak your truth and be your own you. Allowing the opinions or expectations of others, real or imagined, to dictate what you do is a way of hiding your light. That could be what this is too. Here's 5 of Swords. Staying small and withholding your singular and precious gifts from the world. Unfailingly, it will lead to a life that feels boring, stuck, and uninspiring in the extreme. Somebody might be giving you guys foolish advice here with this in the shadow, the Fool. On the other hand, living authentically means discovering and claiming your very own opinions, desires, and passions, and letting these be the guiding lights that illuminate your sacred path. Take some quiet, alone time to identify what is true for you in this situation, and then let all your decisions and actions stem from this inner truth. I feel like it's also telling you to, take back your, because this is like an elevated version of the 9 of Pentacles. Take back your independence. If somebody was like controlling or trying to sway a way you make a choice or change your mind or something like that, I feel like the universe is telling you not to do that or allow that, and to make your own decision with that Empress there. Even if it feels challenging to share your core self with the world, your brave vulnerability is the only thing that will allow you to be seen, known, and appreciated in the precise way your soul so earnestly desires. Refuse to let the fear of what others think hold you back from being your most genuine self. The loss is too great. Diminishing yourself in this way is a way of burying your heart's greatest gifts and forsaking your soul's most authentic joy. The gateway to authenticity is honesty. Tell the truth to yourself and others. Speak up about your thoughts, preferences, and perceptions. Take time to ponder in silence in order to feel and express what is real to you. The second gateway is self-love. Love yourself enough to value and honor your voice. Respect your ideas, desires, and experiences. See yourself as the divine sees you, a precious child doing your very best, learning as you go, and absolutely deserving of approval, dignity, support, and every wonderful thing at all times. Remember, no one on earth, in any direction of time, will ever have the same soul signature or spirit expression that you have. Don't allow yourself to fall into imitation, comparison, or competition. Such strategies are not only depleting and compromising, but also destined to fail. Even if you experience a relative degree of success through such efforts, you will ultimately feel hollow and unsatisfied. Oh my gosh, you guys, before I end this, that's what I have for you guys, Virgo, by the way. That's the end of your advice. Before I end this for you guys, Virgo, my fiance's playing chess right now and getting pissed off, like, at the game and stuff like that. I feel like that's what this is about for him. But anyways, you guys take care, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. I'll be right back to do Libra to Pisces. All right, you guys, I'll be back. All right, bye, guys.